Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Forever Brandon TV coming back to you guys with another video. I wanted to do something different with my channel because I feel like it's time to switch it up. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch it up with y'all, and I'm gonna do review and reactions of old like 80s movies, 70s movies trailers, like horror movies. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. I went trick-or-treating today. Yes, I had a great, amazing Halloween this year. I dressed up as Chucky. I probably should have reviewed it with it on, but I didn't want to because I was getting tired of wearing it. It was hot. So I just wanted, you know what, we just gonna have a little kiki tonight. This is about reviewing the oldest trailers. If I'm gonna get a good reaction out of it, if I'm gonna like it. So this is what we're gonna do. This is how I'm gonna do this. So I got a list that says 70s and 80s horror movie trailers that I looked up on YouTube. So we're gonna look at it. Hopefully, it's not too recognizable. Hopefully the copyright. I don't know how the copyright is gonna work, but hopefully I won't get too much in trouble with this. So this is how we gonna do this. Yes. Since the night is still young, we got like an hour left before Halloween is done and over with. This was probably the best Halloween this year because I haven't had this much fun in a long time. I was with one of my best friends, yes. And we had an amazing time. We went trick-or-treating with her kids, and it was just really, really fun. And I had bought me a whole bunch of candy like I was a little kid. But when I'm telling you this, they stuffed this bag up, baby, and then I already bought candy already, so I got candy for days. Okay, me and my brother, because me and my brother, we like candy. But anyway, we finna go to it. So the first is on the movie Cujo. Let's see what reaction I can get out of Cujo. Like, let me just take it as I was back in that era, and this was just premiering on TV, and I'm just excited. Like, let's see. This is Cujo. Now, I done seen Cujo. If y'all don't know who Cujo is Stephen King about a dog. Like a treacherous dog that just tries to kill everybody. It's a good movie. So let's go. Sneak preview of Cujo. Here we go.
Nothing that lives in the imagination is more frightening than the terror that lives in Castle Rock, Maine.
Okay.
Cujo?
Oh my God.
Cujo.
The dog was crazy, y'all. Ooh, that dog was crazy as hell. When I tell you, the dog.
From the novel by Stephen King, creator of Carrie and The Shining, comes a startling vision.
So Carrie and Shining came out way before Cujo came out. Oh my God, that big ass dog. That dog was creepy as hell. Now I don't really get much from that from that alone from this preview alone, because it's like I wanted to get like like you just only get like the dog close to the end of the preview. But anyway, so next is Salem's Lot. Is this Salem's Lot?
Ben Mears has been away too long. Home to the childhood memories, to the old familiar faces,
What movie is this?
to a life unmolested by time.
And with your saints, let him rejoice in your presence forever. We ask it through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Home to Salem's Lot.
Yep. Now, Salem's Lot was one of those movies by Stephen King I was not too crazy about,
We shouldn't have gone.
but it was creepy.
It's a shortcut.
You should have been here half an hour ago.
Wait, Danny, wait!
Something is happening. Something terrible.
Henry! Where's Ralphie? Ralph.
Where's your brother?
First the kid disappears, and this. You're not leaving Salem's Lot, are you? I'm not leaving.
This is a 4-minute preview. Well, at least it's enough to get me like, ooh, ah.
Good evening. I dreamed. You slept there all night? Yeah. A little tired. Didn't sleep much last night. I was dreaming. Somebody out there. Sweet.
That's some creepy shit. That little boy.
I let him in.
Oh, it's only all just happened
Since I came here. It wasn't a dream.
Oh, not. This shit was scared of hell. That's a creepy ass looking vampire. Oh my god.
The monster. They're breeding on one another. The vampires are creating vampires. The monster wants you. It's a geometric progression. 2 times 2 times 4 times 8.
There's a dead man upstairs.
Bill! Yeah, you know I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil. Look at me.
Them vampires. I'm telling you, from dusk to dawn, they had nothing on this.
And Susan's in there. Run! No! Look at me!
Look at that. That is so creepy.
Stephen King, the best-selling author of Carrie and The Shining, takes you on a startling journey.
So we going through all of Stephen King because he was the master of horror back then. So we get to my favorite movie, Carrie. Oh my god! Well, I'm telling you, the original one is the best.
Gym is alive with excitement. Everybody is there, even Carrie White. The girl no one
See,
likes.
they should have never messed with that girl.
It's Carrie!
He kept calling her Cassie when her name was Carrie. I would have been pissed off too. Like, bitch, get my name right.
The girl who lives in that creepy house with her crazy mother.
Mother was crazy. Well, pray. Carrie, when I'm telling you, that was real creepy. That was a real creepy movie.
The girl with the strange
Yeah,
power.
telekinesis.
Hard enough, I can move things.
But tonight, no one will laugh at Carrie.
You don't have a date to the prom
Because she
next
killed
Friday.
all her asses.
She's with the best-looking boy in the senior class.
He's trying to trick me.
I know.
She'll be voted queen of the prom.
You know, I can make sure that you don't hurt Carrie White anymore.
For Carrie,
The way they set that girl up, it was messed up.
everyone else, it will be a nightmare.
Now with this preview, I feel like they was giving too much of the movie away. Like they showed too much of the end.
De Palma,
It was too much.
based on the chilling
They
facts
showed
of
basically the entire end of what happened in the prom. Like, why would they do that?
Piper Laurie and introducing
John Travolta. This was the first movie John Travolta ever played on. When I'm telling you, Carrie was first, then his other movies came after.
first motion picture role.
When that car blew up, oh my god.
If you have a taste for terror,
They showing too much of the end. Like they showing when the gym teacher had got her stomach crushed. They showed too much of the end. Now that would have gave too much of the movie away. If I was back then, I would have said maybe they probably should have just showed a little bit of it. It probably would have spoiled it for me. But I don't know. That's just me. Let's see what we got next. Prom night. Ooh. Jamie Lee Curtis. And here we go. Here we go. You know they call her the Scream Queen. Now, prom night was a lot like Carrie, I feel like. You can tell this is real old. The quality is mono as hell.
Everyone at Hamilton High is getting ready for prom night. It's a day of rehearsal.
Prom Night was a really good movie, and I really love how Jamie Lee Curtis played.
And last-minute phone calls.
That was a creepy movie too, but it was a lot like Carrie, only just had a different storyline. You know, it wasn't no telekinesis.
They're too old for games, but someone still wants to play.
Like everything that had happened to those kids when they was young, the person wanted to get revenge back on what had happened. Oh, I'm telling you, that was the epitome of the 70s.
Someone has come to the prom alone. Someone who watches in the silent corridors.
Now, this one didn't give too much of the movie away. I can say it was really, it was good. It was cool. You know, it didn't give too much of the movie away. But yeah, it wasn't the best trailer, but I still got a little bit of it. But the Carrie one gave too much of the movie away. Terror Train. Oh my God. When I'm telling you, this is a classic movie for your ass. I'm telling you, with that mask with the big nose, like, I'm telling you, that was just a train. That's a train ride you don't ever want to go on. It's literally cold as hell outside. The man that was in the mask, that crazy ass looking mask, was just killing everybody. There was just a lot going on this train. The little funny man with the.
I don't want to get back on that track. Nobody does. You'll die. This temperature, you'll die.
Damn, he smashed his face.
Come on,
For the students aboard, it's going to be the one party to end them all.
They're always walking out of my parties. But this time,
Now I can say with Terror Train, it has some similarities to Prom Night. But it was different. Like the people that was just killing them.
do you believe in magic?
Oh, I felt so sorry because Jamie Lee Curtis, when I tell you she was screaming her ass off on this movie. Nobody screams like Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm telling you, when you look at those old 80s movies that Jamie Lee Curtis played on, nobody screams like her.
Goddamn practical joke.
The scream in the night isn't the train. It's the terror at your throat.
Oh my God.
Train.
I don't want to get back on that
Now they was making real good ass horror movies back then. Now Terror Train, I can say that it was a really good trailer. It really was a good trailer. Let's see what we got today. One of my favorites. Dun 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 dun. Gotta put the mask on for this one. We are finna get into the first trailer of Friday the 13th. I gotta get my machete. Oh my God.
Hello? Who's that? Oh, hi. What are you doing out in this mess?
One. Okay, this is interesting. Two. Three. Okay, this was a really sneaky preview in the way of getting people prepared.
We weren't doing anything. We were just messing up.
4. 5. Oh my God. 6.
Must be my imagination.
Ooh, 7. That was a bogus ass killing.
Can I help you?
So they counting down all the killings
Hello?
of on the first Friday the 13th, which is a lot of damn killings, and I didn't even realize. 10. Oh my God! And this is the first movie that Kevin Bacon ever played on.
11.
Ooh, 11. Dang. And remind you, Jason was not killing. The mother was on the first one.
You may only see it once. But
So damn, there really was 13 killings.
Friday,
You know what?
the 13th.
I never realized that. I never fucking realized there was 13 killings and all on Friday the 13th. All the times I've done seen that movie, I've never realized that. That is really, really interesting. Anyway, y'all, this has been a whole lot of fun. I have spent 17 minutes on this video reacting to the somewhat good original horror previews. This was really different. This was really fun. I was glad I did something like this. I'm not going to spend too much time reviewing all of them because there's a millions that I could go through. I probably might do the first sleepaway camp. That might be the last one, and then I'm going to call it. Okay, so they writing a letter. Dear Mom and Dad,
I've been at sleepaway camp
this is interesting.
3 weeks. And I'm getting very scared.
Wow.
To sleepaway camp. Someone is watching you.
Hey, Mama, Reba.
Someone is waiting for you.
Sleepaway Camp was a bit much like Friday the 13th, but in a different way. Similar. When that man got his face burnt, the whole body burnt like from that corn. Oh my God.
Sleepaway camp. You won't be coming home.
Angela Baker. I'm telling y'all gotta get into that. If y'all don't know any of these movies, you guys have to check them out. These was the original horror movies. They were amazing. Every last one of them. Some was like the cheesy horror movies, films and everything. Let's see what else movie that I loved so much back then. Happy Birthday to Me. Okay, that was an interesting one I seen them. When Texas Chainsaw Massacre, baby, don't even get me started. Now, I have never been the craziest fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre ever. Some of them were good, but let me see. Let's see how I react to this one.
Was true. bizarre and brutal series of crimes in America.
That creepy ass truck and that creepy ass house. Now, some people believe that Texas Chainsaw Massacre was part of a true story, but it was over-exaggerated. It probably was a little over-exaggerated. You never really would have thought about a man being plastering other people's faces on his face just to torture somebody. I mean, they probably over-exaggerated that a bit much, but it was somewhat based on a true story, but it's just probably not how they portrayed it.
This is the movie that is just as real, just as close, just as terrifying as being there. Even if one of them survives, what will be left? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it.
Tobe Hooper. I never really knew who made that movie. Anyway, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was never really my favorite in the horror, as far as original. But yes, Silent Night, Deadly Night was a good movie. I really liked that movie. Let's see, Sorority House Massacre was just the first sorority role. My Bloody Valentine. Oh my God, that's another one. The last one, and that's it.
Bad time. This time of year. How many times is he gonna tell us?
Oh, let him tell it. I love fairy tales.
This ain't no fairy tale, little girl. If you don't take it seriously, you're a fool.
And none of them kids took it serious, and look what happened to them.
First Valentine's dance in 20 years. Has to be something special.
Look, Landers, you're gonna get a lot of exercise if you're gonna grapple with Gretchen. Oh, yeah? Well, I got a Valentine for her that she's never gonna forget. Right to the heart, huh?
In this town on Valentine's Day, everybody loses their heart.
Roses are red, violets are blue. One is dead, and so are you.
It can't be happening again.
No, that's crazy.
Be happening again.
What's going on over in Valentine Bluffs? It looks like Harry Warden's back in town.
Harry Warden.
It happened once. It happened twice. Cancel the dancer, it'll happen twice.
In the town of Valentine Bluffs, there are many ways to die. Take your pick.
My Bloody Valentine.
My Bloody Valentine.
Wow. Yes, y'all. Interesting. Now, they made a lot of remakes of these movies. The remakes of most of these movies that they have made have not been the best. The original ones always stand out. Now, but I tell you, I like horror just as much as any genre, even though I do like a lot of genres, but horror is my favorite genre because it's just something about, you just got that person that's always trying to come after you, and then how do you escape it? And is the person, it's just really ultimate experience that you can just really take from watching horror films. That's why a lot of people like horror. Now, these movies are timeless classic movies, and it was really a pleasure, kind of reacting and seeing the visual of what people that were born in that era and time probably would have thought when the movie first came out, because horror movies nowadays are not the same as they used to be back then. Back then they were much better, and I might sound a little old-fashioned, but I prefer the ones that were back then you know, more than the ones that are now, because they were more tasteful and they had more class, and it was just a lot. It was just a lot. The storylines were really, really good, you know. And I think I think that stopped around the late, maybe like the early to late 2000s. When it got to the millennium, you know, that's when it started changing. Now the movies are just, it's not really much horror movies nowadays that I really find interesting around Halloween, but yes, back then, you know, the movies, most of the movies that I like kind of review to were movies that I always liked, and you know, still like to this day, and growing up looking at, and Stephen King and Wes Craven, and oh my God. Amazing. It was really, really amazing doing this video. It's 25 minutes. I haven't done a video this long in a couple of years, actually. But it was really, really cool looking at this video, you know, reacting to old movies. So, yes, this is your boy, Forever Brandon TV. Happy Halloween.